Good morning, CDT de Juan o Juan. I'm about 5.5 miles in for the hike for the day already. My phone died last night and didn't have anything until the sun finally came out this morning to charge it on my solar charger. It was a little overcast this morning for a couple hours, so couldn't charge it till pretty much right now. So things you missed, walking across dry, barren, open nothingness. But also there were 3 different herds of pronghorn, a giant herd of elk, a bunch of cows, some horned toads, and I met some people. There's some people out there searching for wild horses. I told them that the last time I saw them were like, 10, 15 miles south yesterday, so they asked me if I needed anything. I said no. So, nice people. So, that's what you missed. Not too much. Most of the animals that I see anyways are, this place is so open that they can see me so far away and they run away so quickly. It's so hard to get on camera, as you've seen in previous videos. Anytime I'm able to capture one, they're just like half a mile off. So, you really didn't miss much. But now that we're back on, you should be able to check out everything. I also stopped at one water source this morning. I just happened to be camped near one. Little metal cylinder, so it's like a well, and really clear water. Tastes great. I have about this much left. Maybe like 200 milliliter. So I need to get water at the next source. There is one in about 0.6. It's off trail, unfortunately, but it's only like 0.1 off trail, so I'm going to go to that. Some people say it's the best water in the whole basin so far, so you got to be hard to miss. I can also see the Wind River Range pretty clearly from here, so I have a target to shoot for. That'll be something I'll show you in a second. And I am exactly 20 miles from Atlantic City. So, I woke up pretty late this morning. Didn't leave camp till like 9:30. Just thought, hey, maybe if Jesus catches up, we can hike together. But I never saw him, so I assume he's still coming into town tonight. He just might be like an hour, a couple hours later than me, maybe. Either way, yeah, I get out of camp late. So right now it's like 11, a little after 11. I still have 20 miles to go, but I'm expecting to get into town this evening, like 6, 7 o'clock. So we'll see how that goes. So this is the viewpoint for my first break of the day. There were about 2 herds of pronghorn over here, and when I was walking through, they scattered. But this is the direction I'm headed, and those are the winds way out there. Looking tall and pretty. Still got a little bit of snow on them, so flowing cold water out there is what that means. Looks like I'm also hiking the Oregon Trail. I believe this is the Seminole Cutoff, and it's also the California Trail. But pretty cool. Incredibly historic trail. And it's pretty interesting to be walking on it, knowing that people were doing this crap in the 1800s without nearly as much equipment as me, and without towns to stop in. And they just kept on going thousands of miles. It's insane. Also, I'll add in, there's a wild horse herd right out there. Again, kind of too far away to make out for you guys, but pretty cool to see them. And also a storm ahead. So, lots going on out here. How do you keep track? Trail just got an upgrade. Looks like I'm on a road now. Found my next water source. It's flowing through a culvert under the road. That's where I came from. Now I'm just going to relax here on this kind of fence. It's very grassy here and soft, so it's a perfect spot to put my feet up. Get the bad blood out of them a little bit. Reduce the swelling a little bit. And the gravel road walks are starting to do a number on my feet. I will continue up the road that way in a little bit. And just hope that I can avoid this storm that seems to be coming straight for me. I think I've just located an oasis. Nice river down here, tons of trees for shade, or as far as I'm concerned. Rain coverage. I actually have a very interesting statistic for you guys this evening having to do with this rain. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go down here, take a break, and I believe this area marks that I'm about 10 miles from town. Nice. Oh yeah, baby. Beautiful, beautiful river in a sea of nothing else. Oh, it's gorgeous. I can see to the bottom. It's so clear. I think I'm going to go under this bridge and take a break. I don't think I've ever seen a better weather shelter than this, and it wasn't even made like this on purpose. Underneath this bridge is like hollow, so it's open in here, and then that leaves this flat spot of dirt right here you can sit on. You could even sleep on in a storm. Gets you out of the sun, rain, wind, whatever. And then there's even like a built-in bench here, so I can just take a seat. Oh, I got a backrest, just looking out over my immediate water source right there. This is the best shelter in the basin. Might even be the best shelter on trail, you know, if it could fit a tent. Well, I mean, you could cowboy camp in here. Why would you need a tent? Maybe if it could fit a couple people, I don't know. I'm, just grasping at straws to find something that could make this better. This is awesome. Okay, I just filtered 1.5 liters of water. It is delicious water from that river there. Sweetwater River is actually the name of it, so it makes sense to me. So I'm going to eat the rest of my food. That'll hopefully give me enough energy to get to Atlantic City. So that is 2 more of the duplex cookies, 1 of the honey stinger waffles that I got from the Steamboat Springs Chamber of Commerce. Still have that, and a honey stinger energy gel. So between all these, I probably have 300 to 400 calories, and not a ton for what I'm doing, but it'll be enough to get me into town without feeling destroyed. Because I got to this point where I am now, about 15 miles from camp today, off of a mashed potato bowl. I had my last packet of mashed potatoes, the rest of just a couple of the elk and venison jerky that we got from the locals from Rollins, and then I threw in 1 mayonnaise packet that I had in there, and I had a little packet that had salt and pepper in it. So that was all that took me to here. So for the remaining 10, I need those to be able to push me through. I still have a little bit of energy, but I'm going to need some food for sure. But getting into town is going to be nice. Even though I don't think I'll be able to get dinner or anything today because I'll be too late, it'll still be nice to be in town and figure out what to do from there. So for now, I'm calling this lunchtime. I'm going to eat these, drink some water, probably filter some more. I'm going to lay down on this nice bench here and put my feet up for a little bit, and then head out in the next half hour to an hour, depending on how long I feel like taking. I am definitely glad to have this shelter because big storm clouds just moved through. Rain is starting to come down and the wind is absolutely whipping. If I was out there right now, I'd be kind of screwed. But right now, I'm just a little chilly because of the breeze coming through, and that is much easier to deal with. I'll just throw in a puffy. I've never seen one this close.
There he goes.
There's a pronghorn, folks. He is just hanging out with us, doesn't give a care that we are here. But you can actually see him close enough to get like some color. He's got kind of like a black ring around his neck, big white butt that he's showing off. He's kind of got those double horns with like the extra pronghorns coming out. It's pretty awesome. All right, after leaving the bridge, I ran into Hobbit. So we were able to hike together back into town for about 10 miles. And of course, on the way, my phone died, so lost a lot of that section. But luckily, it's the Great Divide Basin, so you're not missing much of anything, except for maybe a tour of town. But I'll be giving that to you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm in town now with Found Jesus, who took an alternate route, walked all the way here, and he actually beat me by a day. And then Mountain Goat, who was already a half a day ahead of us, so we found him. So it's the four of us: Hobbit, myself, Jesus, and Mountain Goat, just chilling in a teepee to camp tonight. So that's pretty cool. And I'll give you guys a tour tomorrow. So statistics for today: I walked 25.7 miles and did about 2,300 feet of elevation gain. So pretty average day, maybe a little like on the low side of average, and that's just fine. So that worked out pretty well. Got into town around, I think, 8:30 p.m. Went to the church because they have free camping next to it, and they also have a hiker box. And so got a couple nice snacks out of the hiker box, and then instead of camping there, came down here to Miner's Grub Steak, which is the local restaurant and bar, because they have camping in this giant teepee outside. So all in all, pretty cool. Worked out. Made for a pretty good day, and done with the basin. Pretty excited about that. I'd say the biggest highlight of the basin was just having so much wildlife to see. But other than that, hot, dry, uncomfortable, not much going on there. So I'm glad to pass it by. Also, because it immediately jumps into the Wind River Range, one of the biggest highlights of the Continental Divide Trail. So you guys should be getting just as pumped as I am, because it's going to be an awesome time. So just looking at some figures, I want to finish the trail by October 1st, and that's going to require about a 26 mile per day average from here to the border. Possibly a little less, because I know there's some shortcuts in there. I just haven't found them. So probably about 24 to 25 miles a day. So basically, most days we'll be trying to do 30s, and then we'll be able to do a couple zeros here and there. Today is also Thursday, August 8th. For reference, I just finally saw one of your comments on YouTube saying that it'd be nice to have the date thrown in there so that you understand when these things are going on. So Thursday, August 8th is when today's video happened. So tomorrow I'll give you guys a tour of the town, and we're going to do like a Nero day out of town, do some short miles after doing like all the town chores: charging, camping, laundry, and most importantly, eating. I got here after the restaurants closed, so I'm pretty hungry. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll be getting into the Wind River Range pretty soon. Stick around. And I just realized I forgot to give you guys my very interesting statistic for the Great Divide Basin. The past 3 days in a row, every single seated break that I've taken, and I take a lot, I got rained on. Isn't that weird? I probably have about 6 to 8 seated breaks a day. That's just how I operate. I can go, if I'm really tired, I can only go about 3 to 4 miles before I have to sit down. If I'm in good shape, it's usually 6 to 7 on average, but sometimes I can go 10. But usually it's like 5 to 6 miles. I have to take a seated break. So, you average that in for every day. You're looking at like 6 breaks a day. So I'm looking at about 20, like 15, was it about 15 straight seated breaks in a row I have gotten rained on. And when I was sitting under the bridge, and I was going to tell you guys about the interesting statistic, I was going to say that is the first time in 3 days that I didn't get rained on. And then right as I was about to leave, I got rained on. It's just insanity. So just one of the weirdest things. It was just like every single time a small little cloud would come and hit me with the rain. I've never seen it with such consistency. It really felt like somebody, excuse me, it really felt like somebody had it out for me. I would see a cloud, and it would be going left to right, way off in the distance, and all of a sudden I'd sit down, take a break, and I could feel the wind change, and all of a sudden it's blowing in my face. And that cloud just does a freaking 90-degree turn and comes straight for me. What is going on? So I just think it's funny at this point, because like, what the hell, man, what the hell? Everybody complains about the Great Divide Basin being hot, dry, and uncomfortable, and I'm out here getting rained on all the time. So, that is your interesting statistic for the Great Divide Basin. So, but that's the only thing I had to add in, so that's the end of the day. And tomorrow we'll pick it up by showing you everything about Atlantic City and our plans for the day. So stick around for tomorrow. We'll see you.